Well, hello again there, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop on in. Welcome to Road to Pro Round 2. So, for clarity, before we get too deep into this, I did not make Road to Pro Round 2. But three of our teammates did. So, let's take a look and see who's in this split with us here. And we're not going to do this in VR. Obviously, I'm not going to put you guys through that if we're just watching, right? It's just going to be hellish. So, let's take a look and see who all is in here with us. This is going to be ranked by iRating in a snake split, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Let's see who we have in here. So we've got Jordy Lopez, Joel Blewett, Anthony Burrows, Tucker Minter, Seth the Merchant, Daniel Foggingham, Daniel Buttafuoco, Casey Tucker, Blake Bottoms, Jared Torres, James Wenzel, Michael Cozy Jr., Liam Sheen, who's got a furled black flag already, Jake Nichols, Timothy Holmes, Daniel Smallwood, Brendan John Kohler. And then let's see here, Ryan Doucette. I lost my friggin' place. All right, Shay Williamson, Nathan Jurgensen did make it into Road for round 2. Let's see, Boyd Hogan, Colton Salick, Daniel Nanny, Derek Lemke, uh, Matt Forkapa, Joy Brown, Justin Knobloch, Trevor Perry, Tommy Gossett, Dalton Collins, Christopher M. Hill, and Ty Bass. So that's who we got. That's who's out here with us. So, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so we're watching on this one. We're not going to be in anybody's ear. Here's my thought, which is I feel like um, Nathan has no confidence in what he's doing here. So I don't know. I don't know why he feels that way. But let me get this thing going here because I don't think you guys can hear anything. There we go. Now you guys can actually hear stuff. Okay, so Nathan doesn't have any confidence in himself to just get a decent finish here, which I think he has all the reason in the world to believe in himself. But um, Blake's been running very fast times. Yeah, Mid Ohio's trucks. Yeah, it's it's fun. So basically, Blake's been running pretty quick times. Agnes been running pretty quick times. But let's ride around with Liam here and just see what this looks like here for those who are uninitiated. Well, he's gonna quit. Got 3 minutes. I don't think he can put a time down. Let's see who else is out here. Let's go far chase here. And not just regular chase. Now I don't know any of the turn names here. I'm super bad at that. Basically, I got this double right-hander. Oh, slippy sliding through there. Big throttle. Coming up through the gears here. He's gonna come up, hang it left on this curb right here. And then he's got another right-hander to make. Oh, boy. See if he even tries another lap. We're kind of getting down to it here. Qualifying is only 5 minutes here, so I don't think he's going to have enough time. But so this is pit out. Down, down, down. Ain't even going to do it. See the results here. How many people actually have a lap in? We got 10 seconds left here. I don't see a time from Blake. Hairpin is the keyhole. Appreciate the bits, Rachel. All right, well, let's take a look at the starting grid here. Blake has got his work cut out for him now, coming from P29. And the thing is we don't have full course cautions here. So I'm not sure what happened on his lap there, but Nathan is starting P22. He puts on a 126. Um, in different practices and things like that, I know that our guys, we're trying our best to simulate the actual race, actual race conditions and things like that. But um, it's tough, But I know in our simulated race conditions and qualifying conditions, we were looking right around a 25.5 is what Blake knew he was capable of. Not sure how the other guys had um, necessarily practiced. I know that Nathan was a little bit slower than that. But anyway, let's do this here. Control F12 because I want to work this camera angle just a little bit. Like I don't want a super far chase. I just want like a good far chase here. All right, I like that one. Go to the chopper. We can bring the chopper down some. I do like the chopper. Oh. Yeah, we got static FOP. Okay. Hey there, Zimmy. Got a bunch of people in here.
Green, green, green.
Alright. We'll keep our eyes peeled again. This is part of the problem here. You just got such a gap between here and the leaders. It's so tough. So we're going to keep our eye on Blake. I have confidence that he can move his way forward. Do we have a black box we can listen to?
My bad.
Alright, so we got them turned back on here. I do want to hear them. Alright, so Blake's picked up a spot, it looks like. Or two, because there was one guy spun here. So we'll move him theoretically up to 27th. It's so important to just keep the truck clean right here. Blake's in. Good position there. He'll have good position coming up into this next set of corners right here. This double apex. Gets back out. Fight for position back hard back there. Let's see where he is when we come across the line here. Right now he's looking like P29. Yeah, no problem. And again, if you guys want an actual broadcast of this stuff, it is available. Podium I know is streaming it, and I know that there are a couple other channels as well that will be also. Blake's got a good run right here. Alright, so that should put him into 25th. Ooh, smart right there. There's a little bit of an opening right there. Starting row 2. See, now that's the thing. Roger, this is row 7. That's the thing. Blake obviously had an issue with his qualifying lap. We didn't look at it. Again, not to pressure him. It's not that he did anything cheaty or anything like that, but yeah, I obviously had an issue because he didn't get a time in. So unfortunate, but he'll keep moving his way forward. The thing that I enjoy more, like the longer that this whole deal goes, is I like the fact that other people are successful, other people are finding success, you know, and I'm just happy to be like a part of it and have a small portion. All right, stay patient here, Blake. I'm gonna try and put it outside here. That is a freaking move right there. Wow. See if he'll cover this. Wow, that's a great move. He's getting held up right there. That's an awesome move. And he passed another truck that was moving up. So he's got nobody in front of him right now. Should be able to make some time, make some ground. But I know Blake was hoping to be qualifying up in the top 10. Yeah, let's see where things are right now here. I think Nathan's up to 19th. There he is. Mr. I Can't Drive Road Courses, doing great. Now, it's a long way to go here, right? So if we're looking at the info here, it is going to be, let's see, 25x, 45 laps. We'll see what people do in terms of the pit and everything like that. Obviously, I don't want to give anything away because everybody's got their own strategies and whatnot, but Blake right now looks like he's sitting 23rd. Closed in big car lengths from these guys. Big car lengths. Like, I'm very hopeful that Blake, even from P29, can work his way up. See how aggressive he is right here. Staying smart, no urgency here. It feels like we've been racing for a while, but it's only lap 4. You know, that's the crazy thing about road course racing. You gotta be aware of where you're at. Just in time and space, position. It's such an art. It's something that it just isn't the same in the oval world. It's just not. Yeah, exactly. Blake is a monster. I've sang his praises for what's honestly years now, you know. But yeah, when we first did a kind of, you know, who do we want to maybe expand the team with on the A51 kind of pro team, my vote was for Blake. That wasn't what ended up happening, but the next time around we brought Blake in, and he's really just grown, and that's what's so cool, is to see him really blossom in setups and in driving so many different things. I mean, the kid's a killer on dirt. The kid's a killer on all kinds of different road stuff. All right, there you go. Be smart, be smart. Here you go. Smoking him up, fogging up the mirror, causing mistakes. Where do we know that from? I'll never forget when we were at Bathurst and we were like in a different class than the leader on road, and we were at fresher tires. We let the leader go, and then we just hung on his ass for just laps, and then finally he booted it going up the hill right in front of us. I mean, it's just the old the old mind jerk. Got him. Exactly, yeah. I know. Again, I know Blake's just, he messed around with the supercars a lot, and then was really kind of looking at the the mind punt. There it is. I couldn't think of the term. But yeah, so it's cool to really see him grow. What the fuck? Did you guys just see that?
Yeah, boy, if you were talking to me there, it's all good.
All right, we've got grass skid marks on the track. That's cool. Interesting. Anyway, Blake, look, I believe he's up to P21, but it's just cool to see him blossom and grow. Obviously, you know, Mike's been doing our setups for a long time, and, you know, he's probably taken a little bit of a reduced role on that. It's probably an understatement. He's, you know, got a kid, new job, all kinds of different things. It's good to see Blake kind of come into his own. You know, I keep harping on it, you know, because I'm just super proud of the kid and all he does. You know, I don't think he gives himself near enough credit for the driver he is, for the respect that he should be commanding on the track. You know, he's going to work his way up through this whole deal, provided he can just have a clean race. I have no doubt he can get up into the top 15, top 10 by the time that this is all said and done in about 39 laps. But Nathan's still floating around up here in P19, running 128s. Blake's running 127 ones, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the guy is quick. Oh, that is so hard right there. It is so loose when you get on the inside of that corner. It's weird. If you're out just a little bit from the apex, I think it's the camber of the corner. Like, it's just inside there. It almost like the balance of the truck gets totally messed up when you come through the inside of that versus rolling up over the top of that hill, if that makes sense. Just more of a tighter arc. It's so hard to get a forward drive off of that. But Blake was able to do it and drive by. Like, this is going to be a blue collar drive. I mean, to get up to the
Justin,
front.
try to get a run on me into 2.
This is going to take a lot of effort on his portion, but he'll be okay. Got to keep it on track, keep it in there. He's got spotter with him, so hopefully he can keep him between the ditches. But if you're looking at how much other people are sliding, right? We want to look at how yawed out this truck is, right? You saw, I think it was the 11 truck that had spun in front of him with the mine punt. You could see he had hung it out a couple times. You know, and you can run that way and it's fast for a corner or two, but it just, over the long run, it just eats everything up. But this little bit right here, yeah, Nathan lets him go right there. So that should put Blake up into P20. So +9 in 7 laps. That's pretty good. Just keep it up, and I mean, we'll lap the field. Right, easy. Yeah, let's go, team. Yeah, you know, I'm more of an Eli Gold. Still my favorite, the subscription bit, the ringtail snorters, because it's Eli Gold and Buddy Baker. Those are what? Yeah, ringtail snorters. Those are what? Been in the work hours having old Bush races on. So we just got to Dale Jr.'s, I say we, it's really just me. Got to Dale Jr.'s first full-time season, which is 98. So we're in the middle of that right now. Yeah, you're an Eli Gold. I can't remember where he's from. I think he's from Illinois or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, great season. Yeah, exactly. 98. It's just interesting to see a lot of how the cars move. And is he from New York? Okay. Is he from Long Island? He just doesn't have the accent? I want to say that's the case. I can't remember. I know Ken Squire's from Vermont. I know that, but Jerry Punch, I don't know where he's from, but I know he went to school at NC State. But it's, like I said, I enjoy, and I keep saying this, you know, the longer I do this, I enjoy watching other people succeed, you know, like, and again, my name is kind of on this team, and that's about it. You know, they ask me sometimes about, like, making a decision on some things. I'm like, Brooklyn, that's right. So they ask me, you know, what do you think about this or that? And it's like, I don't, my name's on the door, but, you know, I'm well out, you know. You know, Mr. Hendrick doesn't know what's going on at every single dealership all the time. Leave it to them, but like, that's such a good entry right there. You see how shallow truck in front of him just had to take that knoblock, and it's a little bit, and it's going to keep Blake behind him, you know, through this straightaway because it's hard to pass, but you can see this gap that's forming right here. That's not a bad thing. It really isn't, because there's a lot of air games that are going on with the trucks and everything in the sim and everything right now. But when it comes to this, I mean, running behind one truck is one thing. and then running behind 4 trucks is something completely different. But Blake doing a good job there, giving room. You know, he didn't make him give it up immediately. He did shove it in there, but saw he was coming. And again, most of these guys at this point, they can see Blake moving forward. You know, they see him behind him in their mirror. He's running 127.7 in traffic. That was a little bit of a push out to the curb right there, but 128.2, 127.9, 128, 128.2, 127.9, 127.8, 128.1, 28, 28, 28, 28. This is what I'm saying. Blake has the speed to be up here, right? If we look at what times the leaders are running, let's just say top 5, 27.7, 27.6, 27.6. He's running lead times here. Jordy's out front, and as is Joey. I mean, they're monsters on road. You know, Cozy's doing his thing out here too, 127.6. But Blake has every right to be up in the top 5 of this race. He's got the speed for it, 129.5. And again, that was the lap where he had to work through traffic. So we'll see what kind of times he continues to put down, and then kind of go from there. But Nate is behind us right now. He is going to be probably in 22. Yeah, P22, which, you know, Nathan kind of planned on NPCing this race and just, you know, picking up what people were kind of dropping to him. Yeah, it's not necessarily the coach. It's more like the... I'm not even financing anything. Again, I just kind of rent the space. It's just the Discord. That's it. But the Pro has their own Discord as well. But it's amazing, you know, what people who are, again, they're pulling the rope all in the same direction, you know, and the teams struggle with that in the past, that there's some fragmentation, and that goes back to even before, you know, A51 was on the side of the truck, you know, when they were doing stuff, you know, with the same team that Lou was on and all that. I can't even remember the name off the top of my head. But, you know, those teams, they're very different, right, in the dynamic and in the people and how they communicate and kind of their approach to things, you know. And it was hard to kind of get this down. I mean, there was a lot of kind of discourse and discord, you know, even within the team over the past couple of years, you know, which is tough. You know, you like a lot of people, but, you know, on a team basis, you know, we can't have guys, you know, fighting, you know, race in, race out, you know, shoving, throwing bumpers and doing stuff when it's supposed to be for fun and team building, and things are just becoming not fun, you know. So it's a lot of kind of come to Jesus and just who wants to be here and what do we want this to look like. But that was a lot of hours to get all that stuff figured out. And, you know, overall, I think the people that are here right now are really happy, and, you know, they're pleased with, you know, where the kind of program is, if you will. I know it sucks that he couldn't put down a lap. It's I shudder to think where he would be if he did put down a lap, because he would have started, even if we give him like a 27 or a 25.7 or something like that, he would have started in the top 10. But yeah, to spy yourself 20 more positions back from that, oh, it just sucks. Raj is in P20. Yeah, Agnell's still in P4, and that's the thing. It's like they have the pace to do it. You know, it's hard to put that into words. And the people who know, but it's so hard to run this pace. Like, I can't run this fast. No way. Like, I am Nathan's pace, you know, maybe right there-ish. You know, it's just, to be running these times is so difficult. You know, lap in, lap out, you know, minimizing your mistakes, minimizing your slide and your skids and stuff. But, I mean, Blake's reeled in. Who is this in front of us here? He's reeled in Colton from, I mean, seconds back. You see Colton hanging it out there. And it's, again, you can do that for a while, but this is when it starts to show. We're at lap 12, right? We still have a long way to go on these tires. And people are already starting to skid and slide, and not in a way that's gaining them anything. It's more just pushing too hard. You see right there, Colton up there again, kind of hitched right there, coming through the chicane. But it's so hard to run this pace. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. No, I mean, no one's not on bad terms, right? I think that there are certain people that certainly don't talk, and um, you know, the whole thing that went down with the team. You know, when you know Chris is not on the team anymore, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Um, that was hard for everybody. It sucked. It was a big price to pay. Um, but you know, ultimately, I feel like the team, whether whether it's because people are here or not here, right? I feel like the team is further along today than it was a year ago, um, and that speaks volumes, not to how bad people are or anything like that, but it speaks volumes as to how hard, um, you know, Blake's worked, Agnell's worked, all the spotters have worked. Um, you know, Brad's still here. You know, Chris is still here. Chris Kermy, and yeah, everybody. You know, they're doing incredible work to gain time, to learn. You know, hunting out people and just having a good eye. You know, having in Road to Pro round 2 last season, you know, having Lockwood on the team and him snagging a win in Road to Pro at Watkins Glen. I mean,
Get a run.
that is fucking
George.
huge. Yeah, Colton is waiting for Blake to get a run. That was him on the radio. So he told Blake to get a run. So he said he's going to give it to him when he gets a run. Blake's not there yet. Correct. No cautions will be thrown. There's only local yellows in iRacing road course, which is for the best. And this is dangerous because he said get a run. So now Blake's going to try to push and do that. So hopefully he can, you know, find him a little bit of a run someplace. He's been catching people up at the top of the hill here. In the keyhole, I think it's what it is, the keyhole. Like on the curb right there. Really nice. It's cool to watch, like, you know, the traces on some of these guys and how they're doing it. It's just awesome. But this group right here is tracking this other group in front of them down just a little bit. Ugh. That's so hard to do right there. That little hiccup, it's very easy to drive it over that bump out to the curb and it'll stick, but it'll slide all the way out there. I don't know if you could see that what Blake did there, whether it's intentional or not intentional. It's so cool to see like little things like this. When he drives over this, he gets the truck straight and then drives straight over it right there. And if you keep wheeling it right here, it'll continue to pitch this rear end out and it just burns up tires for no reason. It's little stuff like that that makes a huge difference at the end. Now Blake worked his way past him. All right, and we'll see what kind of time he can put down. But you can see he was down at a 1:28.7, you know, following him around. So we'll see what his lap times come back to. Obviously, times are going to continue to fall off as we go. But yeah, advancement of the team directly attributed to talent of the spotters. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. China Beach, okay. Yeah, it's it's just, again, I look at it and I feel more like a proud papa than anything. It's just to see these guys succeed and work together and put all the telemetry together, and it feels, again, I don't have nearly the hand in it that these other guys do, but it feels much more calculated in terms of how it's going, a little bit more directed. You know, Mike had a term in the Discord the other day that I thought was really good, you know, which was pencils down. You know, we get to a point where it's like, yes, we can continue to throw things at setups and throw ideas at the wall, but overall, yeah, here, Justin Marks. That would be nice. Believe me, I feel that way, you know, hearing him talk and do all these things. Obviously, I'm not the idea man, or certainly don't have the billionaire dad. I mean, seriously, Dad, get on that, to back me on all these ventures. But ooh, Blake got in there real hot. There you go. Pushing, trying to get up there, because this is a chunk of trucks right here. This is going to be kind of like the meaty part. creamy nougat center of the field, if you will, and that's going to be P9 through P20. Again, that's that center section of the field that's just soft enough to be able to really dice your way through, but it's very single file right now. I'm surprised Emergence in 11th. But I don't see any changes or anything up here right now. Leaders are still running in the 28s, 28-2 for Jordy, 28-3 for Joey. It looks like we have one truck out right now. Let's see if we can take a look and see who our guy is, who is appearing to be Dunzo. Anthony Burrows is 6 laps down as well. Oh, we don't have scrolling on. We're not going to be able to see shit. Happens every time, man. I wish that there was a button that you could just be like, I want to see all the replays for everybody all the time. How do I turn that shit on? Oh boy. He's making inroads here. So, I mean, again, we're running 128.4. And a lot of these guys right now are going to be running in that range. You know, Blake's tenths faster than these guys right now. Granted, he does have a little bit of clean air in front of him, not by a lot. So, I mean, he should be a couple tenths quicker. But yeah, it gets to this point where it becomes pretty hard to pass, but we're kind of approaching the next part. Thank you for alluding to that, 00 truck. Who was that? Double out, Tommy Gossett. We're getting to this point where it's the tires are not sticking good anymore. They are getting used up, and these guys that have been really pushing to try and make lap time, which you can do, it's going to start to show. You know, within the next laps, it's really going to start to be more apparent who's really kind of taking care of their stuff and been on the tires rather than you know pushing over top of them. That's really shows up in these laps. I don't want to call them the championship rounds here, but you know, we're getting into the late rounds as far as the tires go, right? If we figure, even if you wanted to just split the race in half, you know, if you had to, you know, that would be 23 laps. You know, we're on lap 18. There's still a long way to go on that. That's 5 laps. Again, getting around here, it's 2.25 miles. You know, that's a lot. You know, that would be like, you know, at a 1.5 mile track there. I mean, or a mile. I mean, would that be 25 laps? Yeah, it's just that's a ton to be able to say I still have to go that far. Doesn't seem like it because it's a road course, but ooh, there's a little bit there. And again, I don't know how much of that you guys can hear, the tire skidding and things like that, but Blake's done a really good job keeping them quiet so far. Obviously, we're getting to that point now. Whoa, man. Truck in front there missed that corner big. That corner right there is such a hard one to just keep within yourself. And this one, too, it's so easy to just lose the truck right there. It gets so light on the rears. Because, again, you start to kind of go downhill and you're trying to turn and brake. You know, it feels like it just makes the ass end of the truck weigh about 5 pounds. It's just so hard to keep that thing moving forward. But 29.4 in front of us, 28.8, 28.8, 28.9, 28.9, 28.9, 28.9, all that stuff. And Blake's here to 28.7, so he's on pace. He's a little bit quick. There's definitely going to be other people that continue to fall off, and also people who move forward. Nathan's running 129.306s. I think Nathan is just really on his own. Let's see if we can check in with Nathan, see what he's up to here. Off to bed there, Rachel. Appreciate it. 5 a.m. does come early. Absolutely. Pit stops are starting at Agnells. They should be starting here too if I haven't seen any already. Do you need any updates here, Nathan?
Yeah, how's Agnell doing?
Agnell, I don't know. Last time I checked with the split in the broadcast, I believe he is in the top 5.
Nice. That's
So
awesome.
he qualified.
Where'd Blake get up to? I saw he was started behind me.
I know. I didn't watch his lap because I'm streaming, but he is currently P17.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's quicker than the guys in front of him, even though
he's got damage on the front of his truck.
He does. He's got a little bit of damage, but it's not
Hope
bad.
He's not overheating.
No, I don't think so. Honestly, it looks to be fine as far as what I saw. Let me take a look here. Oh, wrong camera.
I was looking for him the whole beginning of the race. I'm like, when he gets to me, I gotta let him by efficiently.
Yeah, no, he's doing a good job. He's not overdriving. It looks like he's keeping it underneath him pretty well.
A long race.
I know. That's what I keep talking about on the split or on the stream. But
an hour long, so.
Right. It's definitely.
Well, I'm just over here, just trying to keep it on the track.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. You're not gonna finish last. Looks like somebody already binned it, and they're
I
dead.
saw some people disconnected, so not last.
Oh yeah, not last at all. Say, and there are gonna be more. You got people making a bunch of pit stops in front of you. Looks like
yeah, you
8
can short
trucks
pit
just
this.
came in. Yeah, about 8 trucks.
Yeah,
just
for
came
any
in.
if you're streaming, or if anyone's watching, the dirty air is awful.
Right, I mentioned that. You know, it's just like Blake and Clean Air, even though it's just 15 car lengths, 20 car lengths, it's huge. I mean, it's 3/10. You know,
you have to be way faster than somebody to pass them.
Oof. Blake almost lost it. Trying to push.
Man, if he gets a top 10 starting in the back, it'd be amazing.
I know he can do it. He's got the pace to make it. He's running the same lap times as the leaders, basically. Just right there, and in terrible air, making passes.
Well, I'm gonna pit this time here, so I'm gonna.
All right, do your thing. If you need any other updates or anything, I'll check back with you later.
Yeah, if I'm running around by myself, tell me where Agnell is, and yeah, it'd be awesome.
Okay, we'll do. I don't want to bother you.
All good, man. Thanks.
All right, so we'll hop out of that. We'll take a look here. So yes, so basically you have people that are going to short pit and then take this long, or you can run it, right? We know there's not going to be a yellow, right? So the idea here is you pit optimally based on your tire wear, based on your race strategy that you've built. Most of the front runners and stuff are going to run at least to middle, right? Or a lap maybe before. It really just depends on how they want to go about doing it, right? The people in the back can short pit, try to leapfrog, and then play defense, but that's a big ask to try to go further than where they were before. And it's important, as you can see, just clean air is huge. Obviously, these guys are, falling off in lap times and whatnot. Blake ran a 29 right here. And then, his fastest is a 26.5, but he's floating right around right now, right around the 28.8, 29 flat range. If we take a look at the guys that are up here, like Jordy's sitting P1 right now, he's running 28.4s consistently. So he's definitely quicker, but he's definitely in clean air. Makes a huge difference. Minter is going to be in the 28.7, 28.6. Cozy right now, 7s, and look, he looks like he had a rough lap that last one, but again, most of those you're gonna see this, right? And that's what I'm saying. Blake's been coming through the pack, doing all this, and having to deal with traffic. But yeah, that's the smart move right there. Bring it in right now. Go ahead, nothing stupid. We're watching this number right here, 44, 44, 45, 46, 45. 46, 45. Hold on there. Got a sweet pit box. How did he get that? Well, we didn't see him back up, so he's obviously better than us on pit road. Agne's back in P4 after stops. Awesome. Really happy millionaire uncle. Yeah. So my uncle just sold his house. So he's a millionaire. All right, Blake is out. Running. But let's see. Nathan didn't leapfrog him. Where's Nathan? He's in P26 right now. All right. And the other thing we don't know is in terms of like speeding penalties, pit road penalties, anything like that. Hopefully we get to see Blake pass pit exit next time by. That would be awesome to see him not serve any kind of black flag or anything like that. That would be awesome. Kind of the next step here. It's tough because I can't see it. I don't know. Which is the hardest part. Waiting is the hardest part, in the words of Tom Petty. Agnes up to P3, yeah. Like I said, he can absolutely do it, and it's so cool to just see the work they've put in just make a huge difference. You know, I know they worked on this setup like it was the cure for cancer for months, right? Because we had a big beat between where we were, right, and when Road to Pro round 2 ended. We had a big break there, you know, up and through today. So looks like Blake is up to P18, continuing to move forward. I still think top 15 is absolutely doable. He's only got 3 trucks to make for that, and they're all right in front of him. But I think a P10 is still possible. There's going to be a couple guys up here that pitted early that he should be working his way around. Their stuff is going to fall off. You saw him making good gains on level tires. So again, I think a lot of this will kind of play too. Oh boy, that's a big block. There it is. That is a pass. Yeah, thing hook. Get it. All right. Sight set on P16, and then let's see, we got 15, 14, 13, 12. I mean, there's a bunch of guys that are all right here. And I mean, if we get to pushing and shoving, we get some guys off in the dirt, we get some guys looping it back on track. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see, when did Liam pit? So Liam pit, looks like lap 16. Well, I guess we'll never know. Or did he just have an off right there? Yeah, that's his off. Yeah, so it looks like that's his pit right there. So he pitted on lap 16 versus Blake. We look at he pitted, yeah, pitted another, and again a better in lap, a better out lap. He pitted 6 laps after that. That is huge. So again, there's going to be trucks in front of us here that will be falling back to us. You can see Blake making time on these trucks. There's a lot of trucks right here. That's a lot. That's a pretty slow section, but there's a lot of trucks up here that are going to be passable. But let me do this. I need something to drink, otherwise I'm going to keep coughing you guys here. I will be right back.
Go left on the front stretch here. Go ahead, James, inside.
All right, we're back here. So, no Mountain Dew. I grabbed a Dr. Pepper today. I've done nothing to deserve a Dr. Pepper, if you ask. A little sweet, but we'll take one anyway. So again, we look up here. Tommy Gossett, this is a truck that spun. This is a truck that was behind us before the pit cycle. So he pitted on lap 19. It's weird. You can almost hear like in engine sound, dirty air, like as you get close. Like if you start hearing engines, yeah. Did he just do the same exact thing? Oh, I'm a loser. I'm like way behind. All right. Well, anyway, so Blake is in P17. He's caught this truck in front of him here, which is Daniel. Daniel is struggling. You can see that truck real twitchy. Real twitchy. See if Blake can maybe back this corner up. See if we can get a run on him here. He's going to try. Oh, he caught the curb. You want to try a different camera? We could. Just kind of harder to tell. I just like seeing it from that angle. The other issue is you do have the volume on the cameras is a bit uneven, if you will. But I'm sure you guys can stand it a bit. And I like watching it from the chase, mainly just because you can really see the lines. Say Blake tries to take that a little bit shallow. It's very hard to see from this angle, but let's see. Maybe TV2 can be a little bit better. But Blake is now being held up. It takes a very defensive line in there. See if he's just going to let him go. Yeah. So it's a time killer, but Blake will be better for it. Up to P16. One more to go to snatch that ever-elusive P15. But there's a lot of trucks up here, and there's a long way to go. There's still going to be 15 to go next time by. That's a long time. Long time. 15. You're talking about over 20 minutes of racing left. Yeah, I like TV2 better myself. That's just me. But right, let's see what Blake's time is here. 27.2. Guys in front of him are running 27.8s. So he's about 0.6 faster. Granted, he's got some clean air, but if he's in 16th, that's 15th, 14th, 13th, and 12th right there. And then there's another little glob of trucks up there, which is going to be 11th and 10th. We take a look at where our results are right now. Look and race. I mean, look at these numbers here. P1 started P1, 2. P3 started P7. 4 to 6, or sorry, 6 to 4. Fourth dropped back to 5th. Third's dropped back to 6th. 10th is up to 8th. And you see here we've got one. It's 18th up to 12th. That's plus 6. You know, 15. You know, up to 13. That's plus 2. Back 3. Back 3. And then you have Blake. He's plus 13 compared to everyone else. And then you got Liam DeSheen, who's kind of in the same boat. So he was P31 on the start. Obviously, he's up to P18, but we know he's short pitted. So that a little bit of that is going to be strategy. But these guys up here, they are duking it out. There's a lot of shuffling going on here. I want to be able to see it. Because we're getting to the point now where you start to see this happening. And I think that these are team trucks in front. They are. DeMerchant and Doucette. So I think DeMerchant just worked his way past Doucette. And we got another pass. Oh, and he's off in the dirt. 2 off in the dirt. That's what I'm talking about right there. So easy to overdrive, and you just literally follow the guy in front of you off the cliff, just like lemmings. It's crazy, but it's true. That's one of the toughest turns to just regulate your speed getting into. It's so easy to overdrive it because you get past a certain point, and it's almost like the camber of the corner of the hill just drops off, and it's just, you're not slowing down anymore. You're just going the same speed. Well, that is going to propel Blake into the top 15. That should put him up to 14th, I think, right? We'll have to see, but again, you just saw somebody, and I don't think there was any contact with that. I know Merch went off, like, just around him. I don't think there's any contact here. He's just trying to drive it in way too hard out there, and there's just, I don't know where he's going, but he just missed his braking point, but puts it out in the dirt. Daniel put it back in the dirt again from P17. Let's see where our boy Nathan is. He's floating around P25. Like James has got some damage. And Blake
I want to let you go.
Blake is on these guys.
No, I'm down 20 RPM, so it's really bad the first sector.
Sorry, man.
Alright, let's put it back out here on TV too. Let you guys watch a little bit. Yes, Blake is up to P14. He's going to start working these guys. 36 truck is definitely holding Doucette, I think that's who it was. He's definitely holding them up. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back. Yeah, do not ghost and kill on round 1, please, sir. I'll put us up to P13. Yeah, that is a common courtesy right there. Very nice. Who was that? For Brendan to do that. Sucks. I mean, we've all been there. But the nice thing on a road course, everybody spread out. You can just let a couple trucks go and then see. But let's see what these guys are doing out. So Smallwood is running 28.2s.
Yeah.
Hills 28.4, 28.1, 27.9, 27.9 for Cozy. Tucker is running, well, Casey Tucker is 27.8, 27.9, 27.3 for Tucker Minner. must have taken that long. And Jordy is at a 27.4. Joey Brown. And then our guy who's running in last place right now is going to be Shane Williamson. We've been here before, right? Getting invited in to the last round of to Road to Pro and just kind of be like, we're here. Can't believe that we're here. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what kind of lap time they start to put together. I'm sure Doucette's got more pace. He was definitely getting held up with the 36 truck, so it might be something where Blake can follow him up. Doesn't look to be at this point that he's being held up by him, but it's not to say that we didn't see something, you know, just a bad corner or something like that. So, yeah, like that's a big send into that corner by the 77. All right, so 27.9. Let's see where we're at the next time around. And what I've got is I've got the the stream up for the podium. They're at 12 to go in the other split. Looks like Agnell is running P3. He's 6 seconds behind the leader. It looks like he's just a couple tenths behind P2, and then he's got about a second and a half or so behind, or leading back to, or no, more than that, a couple seconds back to P4. So fucking incredible run. I mean, incredible. Just brilliant stuff. Yeah, Shane's NPCing a little bit, you know? I mean, it is what it is. Say, Blake's definitely got a better line through there. It's almost like they've got a different gear. He definitely pulls harder than Blake's truck does. Blake's still sitting P13 right now. I think that was another 27.9. So you can see the guys in front, they are running faster than, just not a heck of a lot faster. So a couple tenths ain't gonna do it. But hopefully Blake can keep putting pressure on him here. I mean, obviously Ryan's he's no scrub, he knows what he's doing. So I don't know if Blake can, he's not gonna intimidate him or pressure him into a mistake, I doubt. Yeah, we've all been the NPC in a race for sure. It's just like, you know, you knock it off the wall and you're like, well, I guess I'm just gonna run around by myself 20 miles an hour slower than everybody for the rest of the day. Blake does a lot of dirt racing. If only they were handing out passing points today. Oh, Blake got in there real hot. Paid a little bit coming up. But they're running consistent times right here. So 127, what do we see? Two 127.9s and then a 128 flat, basically. Those are all times that you'd expect to see somebody who's just normal tire fall off. The other thing is normally you can go through like the incident camera and just kind of check all the incidents, but on a road course you can't because you just see all the, oh, the guy dipped a wheel off here, you know, that's all it is. it looks like there's no change back here. We don't have a relative to look at, unfortunately, to be able to pull up what the gap is that they're holding. But here's what I see. Let's see if we get a good angle from the Pennzoil copter cam. But I think that these guys, are catching the group in front of them. And I think there's 2 trucks there, at least. And there's those 2, and then it looks like Jake's a little bit further up the road. Yeah, Blake and them are back here. Yeah, so Jake's right here. That is P9. That's P10. That's Blake right there. So if he wants a top 10, he's going to have to pass these 3, it looks like. We got about 7 to go. Coming to 7 to go. Currently working lap 37. I don't know if that's possible. I think that they're going to catch this group, but you saw how long they got hung up behind the 36. It's hard to pass. You know, when things start to really wear down, it is hard to pass. Most of the guys up here are pretty spread out. I don't see where there's going to be any kind of massive dive bombery or anything like that. Let's see where Nathan is right now. Nathan's running P25, doing his thing, vibing. But again, you can see how kind of the meat of this pack is now back here, because all these guys who short pit, they're falling back. The leader of that is kind of Liam. He's in P17, and his short pit wasn't that extreme. But Blake's still hanging right there with him. We're in a 128.1. Just have put a 10th on him. Yeah, 128.7, 128.5. So they are definitely catching this pair in front of them. The guys up here also 128.2, 128.3. They can continue that pace. It's about 3 seconds. Or sorry, 3/10. So if we're looking the running order right now, looking at Blake versus P9, 27.3. Yeah, they're about 3 seconds off of P9. It will be close, but honestly, I don't think they're going to get there unless these other guys continue to fall off as bad as they have. Or make a couple big mistakes and we can just stay clean. Just because we're going to get hung up on these guys and we're not going to get past. They're not going to get past them. Oh, I heard a big boom. Did you hear that? I heard it. I heard a blow up. I don't know where it is. Riding on board with Blake here so you can see what a lap around here really kind of looks like. You can see just how hung out these guys are getting right now. They know it's go time. Just a handful of laps to go. They're coming to 5 to go. This is not a time to fool around. See just how light the truck is getting through there. Counter steering like that, very difficult. All right, 128.2. So it looks pretty peaceful from up above, and then you get into one of these and you realize it's just a fight to try and make it look smooth. So up through the gears. And in a second. First. Second. First. Second. Third. Still in second. Catch third here, though. Alright, third. I believe that's third. It might be fourth. No. I might have gotten my count off. Fourth, there we go. Third, second, first. So you can see this group has caught him.
Sorry, Colin had grass on my tires.
Looks like Agnall and the other split is still haunting Pfeffer. Or Pfeiffer. Pfeffer. Pfeffer. It's pretty crazy to see some of these names and just see that, you know, Agnall's just putting a fucking licking on them. But it looks like in the other split, I mean, the laps, they should end at the same exact time. I mean, there's no yellows. They took the green at the same time. So 4 to go in the other split. In ours, again, I know Blake can pass these trucks. It's just so hard. And the other guys have maintained up there. It looks like one of these trucks has fallen back. We'll see if Doucette can do anything with who's in front of him here, Smallwood. And then Chris Hill might be safe. He's running 28.5, Smallwood's 28.6. Doucette ran at 28.4, Blake ran at 28.2, so Dirty Air is really tough. I mean, it really, really is. There's a pretty aggressive block right there by Smallwood on Doucette. Blake's up alongside. Oh, they're still fighting for it out here. And Doucette's smarter than this. I mean, he's out of position there. Blake takes a very defensive line right here, which he should. Then is going to put our man up into P12, driving away. See if there's anything he can do with Smallwood. I mean, Smallwood obviously put a block on. I want to see into this corner, and then we'll take a look back at that lap, because that looked like a pretty good sized block. Find it right here. So let's watch this from Chase on Doucette here. So coming up the hill. Oh, Doucette gives him a bit of the business right there. but it's enough to let Blake get in there and get position. So hard to get drive right there. So hard. Yeah, I know. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, get him. Get him. 2 to go. I mean, Doucette's not done. He's definitely still got speed. It's just a matter of if Blake can get anything going to get past Smallwood right here. Again, if there's a place you don't want to make enemies, it's the first. Oh man, Blake dipped a tire off right there. I think he's gonna have to give that one back. Yeah, Blake dipped a tire off right there coming out of that hairpin. It was enough to give Doucette kind of the in. Blake's gonna hold position on him right here. I don't know if he'll be able to do anything with it. Yeah, he's still there. This is where you don't want to be. You just don't want to get doored out by somebody right here. You know, with a couple to go, like, but look at all the time they're losing to Smallwood. They're both faster than this guy. They just got to get around him. Smallwood's out pretty wide right there. But coming to the white flag here, let's see what he can do. It's going to be a big ask to make this up and keep Doucette behind him.
Hey, one more of those and I'll have the top 5. Come on.
So, Casey?
The Agnell's still running P3 in the other split. So there's only a couple big passing opportunities, you know, per lap here, and that's the thing. He's going to be trying to get back to him up towards the beach. I don't think he's going to have any kind of run right there. One of the other spots is, again, coming up over that bump after the double apex right-hander. Again, I'm terrible. I don't know the numbers of these turns. But he's gained on him through here. I don't know if he'll have enough ground to be able to put pressure on in these couple last corners here. Right here. This is a tough corner. Okay, Doucette's out of the picture here. Do whatever you need to do.
Good one.
Grabs a lot of curb right there.
Good race.
Good race there, Casey.
Good race there, Daniel. Good win.
Oh, did he muscle him?
Yes, sorry to
Hold
let
on
one
to
out.
it.
Getting done. Good race now.
Oh, what a job. He
Oh, dude,
got
it
him.
happened.
He
We made
got
it
him.
clean, as clean as we could have. It
He
was.
got him. Hell yeah.
Good win, Joey. And not to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Hold on. I got to see if I can get up with Blake on that one.
I was there.
Fucking hell
Daniel,
yeah,
sorry about that
dude.
earlier, bro.
I
was just
saw
trying to
that.
push
That
it.
was
She would've done
awesome.
the same thing to me too.
That was awesome.
But no worries, man. Sorry.
I was there.
That was fucking awesome, dude. Oh my god. That was so good. So good. Good run, man. I'm so sorry you didn't qualify good, but I watched it the whole way. It was amazing. What a drive.
Yeah, no, I thought it was 8 minutes.
I
thought it
know.
was 8-minute call.
Ah,
Because
yeah. Yeah, well, iRacing be iRacing, but yeah, you know, for next time.
Yeah, hey, at the end of the day, that's 11th. That's the average we need to hit.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. Like, it was impressive to watch you drive up through there. I'll let you get with Chris and do your thing, but dude, that coming through there, I wasn't sure if you were gonna make it back to him, and then I was like, oh my god, I can't believe you made it stick, and he didn't take you out either.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Where'd you end up, Blake?
11th.
Man, not bad. I mean, considering,
Not
holy
bad,
crap.
Not bad. All
That's-
right, I'm gonna hop out and let you
yeah.
guys talk. I'm still streaming here. I'll see ya. Wow. Wow, I can't believe he got through. Incredible. We got to watch it again. We're going to, but I want to check and see on the other thing here. I believe that Agnell put it through and got P3. Freaking incredible. Yeah, he did. I'm taking a look here. Let me see if I can show it with you here. Desktop. So Agnell Phillip, P3 on the podium. Wow. That's a heckin' start to your road to pro. Let me tell you. But all right, let's go back here because we've got to see this again. This pass is awesome. It's so good. All right, and what I want to show is I want to show this a little tighter through here. Agnell gets a good run up through the beach and starts to close the gap. Right here, he chews in, a half a tenth, maybe a tenth. He gets another good drive through here. Just again, closer on the curb. And then you get up through here, he's got a better drive. You can see the Smallwood's just sliding through. Better drive out of there. He's able to continue to close. And these are just inches. He's gaining inches at a time. It's so hard. But he gets up through here, takes it a little bit wider, gets in there way deeper, doesn't touch him. Doesn't touch him to move him up out of the way, but Smallwood tries to slam the door. They touch, they bump, they touch. Drag race. So we'll take a closer look here. I don't think that they actually touch. Let's take a look from the cockpit in these last couple corners and see if we can see any contact here. And we'll watch the same sets of corners right here. But it starts right here. Gaining just a little bit. Blake just sawing on the wheel best as he can to try and get there. Yeah, Agnell is going to get interviewed. As you can see, Smallwood's truck just dancing all over the place. But Blake makes a big, strong run right here. Doesn't touch him. Doesn't touch him. Gets it in. It's definitely a muscle move. I ain't gonna lie around that. But again, Smallwood is playing super defensive. He cost Doucette this very position, doing this. Blocking, going up into the beach. I mean, but Blake gets him there. They touch again right there, but they get it across the line, and that's that. I mean, just awesome. One more time. I mean, to try and muscle your way through, again, I don't have a problem with it. It's the last corner, right? These spots are critical. You heard Blake say it, right? If you want to make pro, you need to average 11th place. That's what it's going to take. So to start the day off, not qualifying, starting the day P29 to drive all the way up there, that's the kind of shit that gets you noticed, for good reasons. That's a hell of a drive. A mistake by Blake. Again, you heard him say he thought qualifying was 8 minutes, and in most road courses it is. But again, iRacing can't pull their heads out of their asses to figure out on a track like this where we're running a minute and 25 that 5 minutes is not enough to qualify, right? Everywhere else they give you 8 minutes. Secretary of Defense, that's pretty good. But yeah, that is a wild race. That's amazing. Again, it looks like Parker White's getting interviewed over on Twitch.
The lead, and he let me
Let
go.
me just
so I
say.
just gotta thank him for that. And yeah, like you mentioned, this hasn't been my best track, but over the past.
I don't know if they've already interviewed Agnell or not. but we'll keep an eye out. Yeah, had he qualified, yeah, I don't know if he would have been on the podium. The guys up front there are incredibly fast, as you saw. They started first, they finished first. They start second, they finish second. Right? They don't make mistakes. They're up there. Yeah, absolutely. For sure, Zimmy. Appreciate you stopping by. For sure. I don't know if they've interviewed. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if they've interviewed Agnell as of yet. So, if not, we'll see if potentially he's on there. But yeah, let's see here. Maybe we can see in the. Oh, they only interviewed P1. Gotcha. Well, I'm not gonna make everybody hang around to check all that out, but I mean, what a day, right? Um, Again, we talk about kind of growth, right? And man, Natalie Decker disconnected. What the hell? So, um, yeah, basically paging Joey Brown to the FDF Discord. So we look at it kind of on a year-over-year, basis, right? Last year, or the year before that, Nathan was really, really close to getting in, but didn't. The year after, Agnell got in, and that's when I kind of got granted a position because somebody left. And this year we've got 3 in. So that's awesome. And I think that speaks volumes as to the trajectory of how things are moving. And that's awesome. The guys that work together on the team, they all like working together. And that's the hardest part, is just finding good chemistry, and keeping people, focused and motivated to do a good job. It's really easy to doubt yourself, even though, people that are really good at this, I think a lot of, you know, top people, they look at it like, well, I'll never be, Coke Series fast. I'll never be that. So I don't have a chance. And the more time you spend racing these guys, um, the more you find out that it's, they're human, right? You see these guys, they're the best of the best. How many people did you see spin? How many people did you see drive it off, into turn 2, into no man's land? Uh, un, you know, un, unencumbered mistakes, but overall the trajectory is good, and that's what's the most exciting thing about it. That's what's so cool. I'm gonna do my best to try and stream all the Road to Pro races. Just watching, these guys. Typically, we're gonna have them split in the snake splits, but we'll typically have 2 in one split, 1 in the other split. We might get lucky and have all of them in one split at one point. But yeah, to be P, um, I mean, what's probably going to be P22 or P21 roughly. Um, that's huge. It should be. I think he should be tied for P. Yeah, for P. It's everybody's gonna be tied, but it's awesome. That's amazing. And then Agnell, to be up there, and then Nathan. I don't think that Nathan has anything to be sad about or anything like that. P25. I I couldn't have done any better. That's the guys in his splits are freaking insane. But um, it's exciting to see where things are going. I I hope that things continue on this trajectory and continue to move forward. There's a lot to be excited about. It's good to see these guys doing so much hard work and really getting finally some results that are sticking, right, and being able to make things move forward the way that they want. Um, it's it's inspiring. I love it for those guys. It's the best to hear them having a good time and hearing them be happy. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for us, guys. I appreciate everybody who watched. I know this isn't what we typically do, but let me know if you enjoy it, if you like something different. What's up, Randy? You missed the whole thing, dude. You missed everything. You missed it all. You missed everything. But anyway, go back. You can watch it. It should be on video on demand shortly. Should also be streaming to YouTube as well, and should be posted up there later on. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and until the next time, take care.